What's up, real MVPs? What's up, wrestling fans? My name is Ricky Widmer, and welcome in to our Hell in a Cell predictions. I am joined with my beautiful co-host, Soapy Muffin.
Hey.
I tried to do it New Day style. The 10-time champion. But you know, it's hard to gyrate when you're in a squeaky chair, Soapy. I don't know if you can hear that squeakiness.
Oh yeah, no, I can.
Yeah. Like it's hard to gyrate when your chair fucking squeaks like that. The only bad thing about one of these racer chairs, but we are making our predictions for the Hell in a Cell card predictions, and let's be honest, there's only 5 matches right now. Like we waited until SmackDown because we're like, they can't only have four matches on this card. Well, they only added 1. I'm assuming they're going to add more during Talking Smack, maybe an IC title, because they teased the whole, like, Daniel Bryan thought that it should be defended and Sami Zayn thought it shouldn't. So, hell, if they add any more matches, that's on them. We're fucking picking the ones that they're going to put in front of us. If you love the predictions, make sure to support us, patreon.com/MVPvids. But Soapy, let's get right into it. The 5 matches we have: Otis versus The Miz for the Money in the Bank contract, singles match between Elias and Jeff Hardy, and then 3 Hell in a Cell matches for individual championships. Let's start with the only match that does not have a stipulation: Jeff Hardy and Elias. Who you got in this one? What are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking, I think it's time for Elias again. We haven't seen him in a while. And I just want the whole, obviously I know we don't have crowds right now. I think it's time we all just start walking with Elias.
I mean, new album comes out on Monday. He had a hell of a performance on last Monday night's Raw before fucking Jeff Hardy hit him with the guitar. Going with Elias, and only because I feel like the Jeff Hardy has had a push. We have not seen Elias in so long that he deserves a little bit of a push. Kind of remember how great of a wrestler he is. And like you said before we started doing these predictions, he got fucking buff during his time off. He looks fucking bigger than he ever was beforehand.
Yeah, dude, it's terrifying how fucking huge he is.
Like he's got like pythons now for arms. But yeah, I got to go with Elias. Elias is gonna win this one. However, like this is one to where it's like, okay, where do you really go from this feud with both of these guys? Then the only other non-Hell in a Cell match. This one's near and dear to my heart because there's only one answer of who's going to win this, and it better be Otis. But Otis will be taking on The Miz at Hell in a Cell. The winner gets the Money in the Bank contract. Your honorable Judge JBL presiding over the court today on SmackDown, and he did rule that the winner at Hell in a Cell, not in Hell in a Cell, but at Hell in a Cell, we'll go ahead and, yeah. So is Otis going to keep the briefcase or keep the lunchbox, Soapy, or is The Miz going to take it from him?
I think he's going to keep it.
Okay.
I think, I don't know exactly, if they've figured out what they want to do with Otis. Because my whole thought process has been, I almost kind of want to see him 50-50. And the only reason why... 50-50 on who wins.
Oh, okay.
Is because, if they know what they want to do with Otis, you keep it on Otis. Mm-hmm. If you have absolutely no idea where to go with it, then I think that's when we see him take it off of him.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where right now, at least with the direction they're going, I don't know exactly what they're doing with Otis.
I'll tell you what you do. You ready for this? You ready? You ready what they do?
Yeah.
You have Otis win at Hell in a Cell, and then basically that ends his time feuding with The Miz, right? Well, Otis is sitting there. He's all lonely on SmackDown. I say, fuck it. He comes over to Raw, and him and Tucky cash in the contract on the New Day become Raw tag team champions. So then he comes over to Raw and he's reunited with Tucky and Mandy Rose.
I mean, hey, they may want to do that, but there's also the slight chance that just later on, they kind of just keep the El Gran Gordo thing going.
The El Gran Gordo. Or do they have him keep it and then he cashes in on Sami Zayn and we get IC title winner Otis?
See, the only thing is though, and just that's my whole thing of where, I was saying, I don't it's Vince McMahon likes Otis, which is weird because Vince McMahon doesn't like fat people.
He also, I was gonna say, he usually doesn't like comedic acts either.
Yeah, so that's one of the things where I wouldn't be surprised if the Miz wins.
Okay.
And it's mostly because it's one of those things where I don't want to say WWE needs the Miz as a main eventer right now, but it's sort of the Miz is a really he's a good champion, especially when he's a heel, which is what he's become again.
Yeah, well,
to where so now we gotta hope for anything like that.
Well, there's also this part to it. Also, is so we talked about, I want to say on our first episode of the MVP Wrestling podcast of the Miz main eventing WrestleMania because they plan to have it in LA. Do they do it to where they have the Miz win? By the way, I'm picking Otis along with you. I don't know if I said that. But do they have the Miz win it just in case there are fans allowed in April for WrestleMania? Because basically how it's going to... Ooh, wait, no. Ooh, I thought there's a stipulation of... I think there's something of if there's fans available, it'll be in Tampa this year and LA next year. But basically, if WrestleMania is in LA this year, do they put it on The Miz? Because that's how they then shoehorn a WrestleMania match to where The Miz is headlining. Because then he can basically cash in the contract to go for a title shot at WrestleMania in LA.
See, my only thought process, though, and this is the way that I was thinking. If they do that, I don't think the Miz asks for a match.
No, I think it's cashes in.
Yeah, we wait.
Yeah,
yeah, and again, my whole thing of where I don't think he'll headline, and it's just because the fact that I think he'd be the last thing we see on WrestleMania.
Yeah,
because for instance, I could see a situation where. I don't know who's going to be Raw or Smack or no. Fuck, I'll say the title right eventually.
Could be Raw. I think Drew. Yeah, I think Drew's reign ends before Roman's.
Yeah, well, especially because Drew's reign started earlier.
Yeah.
My main thing is just I'm kind of wondering obviously I think he cashes in for a top title because hell they may want to do that experiment again because I remember I believe on JR's podcast he talked about when they did Miz as WWE champion, that was a complete experiment.
Yeah.
They were just fuck it. We need, we wanted to shake up how things were going. Because, you had the same 4 people trading the title back and forth, and they're all right, let's insert a new guy. They inserted the new guy. Fans loved him. WWE really didn't, though, which is why, Miz never really got back to that main prominent point.
Yeah.
And I think, hell, what if they think, you know what, is the Miz ready now? I almost wonder if that's kind of the thought they're going with, of okay, a lot of our top guys are faces. They're good guys. And where, for instance, obviously, it'd be kind of weird to have 2 heel champions at the same time. Because, for instance, then it would be The Miz and Roman as the 2 champions, and that's kind of where I have the worry of, do they decide to do that? Or do they kind of have it of the Miz is a weird in between?
I kind of have a feeling that if the Miz wins it, if it's me, I would love for him to cash in for a main title, but if he wins it, because I'm trying to think, the Miz is on Raw now, right? He got drafted to Raw, so what is he going to cash in for? The
WWE Championship, humbug.
I don't know how you do that. I would not take the title off of Drew to put it on the Miz. So there's a part of me of what is he gonna take the US title off of Bobby? Where him on SmackDown was better because then he could be the IC champion. Where with Otis is You could push him as a singles guy, have him be the IC champion, cashing in on Sami Zayn, which then would lead. Here's how I would do that. You have him cash in on Sami. Otis is the IC champion. That leads into a match with Big E. Could you imagine IC championship matches between Big E and Otis?
That's a whole lot of fucking man meat in one ring.
But those are Big E matches. That's what he likes.
Yeah, you big old men slapping
meat. However, did you hear who wants to have a match with Big E?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Daniel Bryan. He said that on Talking Smack. But yeah, I think it's just Otis wins it. He cashes in on the New Day. Tucky and Otis become Raw Tag Team Champions so that the New Day can win them back at a later date. Then we got the 3 Hell in a Cell matches. Soap. The first one, we'll start off with the Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, the normal Hell in a Cell match. I mean, yes, technically I think this is Drew's first Hell in a Cell match. It should be a good one. Fucking can't wait for what sick and sadistic shit Randy Orton's going to pull. But I got Drew coming out in the end. Drew McIntyre retains WWE Champion.
Yeah, I got the same thing. This is basically the we agree predictions.
I mean, I don't know. Not all of them, maybe. Not all of them.
I mean, we've agreed on all of them so far. There's only 2 more to go.
Unless you surprise me on one.
No, I ain't surprising you. I can tell you this right now.
How about Bayley Sasha, the other normal Hell in a Cell match between those two?
Sasha.
Oh, shit. Fuck it, I'm going Bayley. Like, I was going to go... Like, here's the thing with this one. If you put the title on Sasha now, where does the feud go for WrestleMania? How do you rate that feud?
I think you call the feud now.
So you don't have the feud go to WrestleMania?
No, because in my opinion, you cannot draw this feud to Mania anymore.
I know you can't. Like, it's a trick question, but like, having Sasha win in Hell in a Cell, such a fucking dud on this feud. Such a fucking
the only thing is,
dud.
The dud's got to end at some point, so...
It's a fucking dud. Like, what? And then basically, here's the question. If Sasha wins, who takes the title off for next Friday on SmackDown?
Who knows, dude? Maybe Shayna finally gets it.
No. I got it. Ready?
Sure.
Sasha wins it, then has a matchup with Bianca Belair next Friday. Belair SmackDown champion.
If they did that, I'd be up in fucking arms demanding Sasha leaves WWE.
Because Bianca Belair had a fucking great match tonight against WWE full-timer or WWE jobber. You decide, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, it's just, I hope to God Sasha's able to hold this belt for more than a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna
she at least deserves one fucking long title run.
Yeah, only because you took Sasha, I'll take Bayley in this one, because this is the only one I don't know where it's like the leaks say Sasha, but there's a part of me that's like, if you want this feud to go on, I think Bayley has to win it. Like, if Sasha wins it, the feud is over, null and void. You ain't going back. And then what? If, let's say, the feud ends after this Hell in a Cell, where does Bayley go? Does she continue to be a heel? Does she just magically turn back face? Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, to me, it's so... If Sasha wins and that's the end of the feud, I'm not going to like it. And then the last one, yet again, I think I know who both of us are going to pick. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, an I Quit match. And if Jey Uso loses, he's got to fall in line, he's got to take his orders, and he's got to acknowledge Roman as the tribal chief.
Yeah, then it's, obviously we both know it's Jey Uso. Let's be honest here, He's done for, Oos. Either in the fucking Hell in a Cell, he's in the Uso penitentiary now.
You changed, Oos.
Yeah, but let's be real here. It's Roman.
Yeah, Roman's winning that. Like, I kind of have a feeling that could this be a boring Hell in a Cell?
Yes. Just hearing these matches alone, I'm not gonna lie. I literally am not hyped for like any of these.
Question.
The only
though.
one I'm really hyped for is Sasha versus Bayley.
Question though. Will this be a better Hell in a Cell finish wise than the last two Hell in a Cells that we've had? Because let me refresh your memory. Last year's Hell in a Cell was that god awful Fiend match where the Seth Rollins got DQ'd in a Hell in a Cell match, to where it's like you can't get DQ'd in a Hell in a Cell match. Like, that's literally impossible. And then 2 years ago, remember, that was the one where Brock came in, cashed in his Money in the Bank, and left Hell in the Cell as the champion.
Oh no, I thought that was the one where it was Brock came in and they had the disqualification 2 years in a row because he beats down Roman and Braun. Because that's what pissed people off about the Fiend thing even more. Was like, you guys literally finished this in the bullshit way twice in a row.
I thought that was Boombox Brock. Or am
no,
I thinking Boombox Brock was
Boombox Brock was Boombox Brock was around, but I don't think it was that one.
All right, main event. Let's see. In the main event, Roman Reigns defended the Universal Championship against Braun Strowman in a Hell in a Cell match with Mick Foley as the special guest referee. God, I forgot he was the special guest referee, which was also Strowman's Money in the Bank. Okay, Strowman was cashing in the Money in the Bank. That was his match for it. Strowman struck Reigns with the steel steps and performing a running power slam on Reigns for a near fall. Reigns performed a spear through a table on Strowman for a near fall. Later in the match, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre attempted to interfere, only for Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to intercept McIntyre and Ziggler. Atop of the cell, Ziggler performed a super kick on Rollins. Ambrose struck McIntyre and Ziggler with kendo sticks. Rollins and Ziggler fell off the cell through the announce table. In the climax, Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman made a surprise return. Lesnar kicked in the cell door while Heyman incapacitated Foley with pepper spray. Lesnar then attacked both Strowman and Reigns with broken pieces of a table and performed F5s on each man before departing. A second referee came out and declared that Strowman and Reigns could not continue, resulting in a no contest. Thus, Reigns retained the title. Strowman became the fourth person to fail in gaining championship in their cash-in match, and the first to fail by a no contest ruling. So you were right. I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they finish it that way again. Because, God forbid, dude, if we get fucking 3 in a row, Hell in a Cell's ruined.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm not excited about this pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to be honest. This one is like, for me, it's the Bayley Sasha. I just want to see how brutalizing Roman Reigns is, and then I want to see if Otis wins. Like, that's it. Those are the only 3 matches that I care about. I expect Drew to win. I expect Elias to win. But go ahead.
Yeah. And it pains me to say that, like, I don't care about a Drew McIntyre match, but it's like, I'm so fucking tired of this feud. How many times does Randy have to lose?
I think this is it. I think this is the end of it.
Watch, they'll find some stupid fucking way Randy's gonna be like, you didn't beat me legitimately. It's gonna be like, shut up, Randy, you goddamn bum.
The other thing that people are speculating, and they're kind of guessing because of the war going on Twitter right now. Basically, after Monday night, we had Monday night happened, and then on Twitter, T-Bar of Retribution tweeted at the Fiend Bray Wyatt and kind of said that, like, for your actions tonight, there's going to be hell to pay. Where then Bray Wyatt tweeted back with a gif of him waving, and it said, see you in hell. So people were guessing that maybe this is teasing that Retribution and The Fiend would have a match at Hell in a Cell, but really we haven't heard anything about it.
Man, I can't wait to see Retribution lose at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I'm trying, I'm looking on Twitter right now just to see if while we're recording this on Friday night, if there are any, surprise matches that are being announced. All I'm seeing right now is Daniel Bryan, I guess, is on the table, and everyone fucking loves Daniel Bryan. I guess Montez Ford was on the table, and he fucking also was like amazing. And then Paul Heyman. So really, there's let's see, what does that say?
So that's really it.
Yeah, no, there's no matches. Also, a lot of Kenny Omega memes going around because of his face from AEW this past week. But yeah, all of us we're the exact same, except for I picked Bailey and you picked Sasha, just because I'm like, oh, one match should be different. But let us know your predictions down below. Remember to join the Discord if you want to get in on good conversations. That link's down below in the description. If you want to support us, patreon.com/MVPvids is how you do that. Thank you for checking these out. Soapy and I will be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/MVPvids, watching Hell in a Cell. So come watch Hell in a Cell with us. React with us in chat while we kind of see if Hell in a Cell will be worth it this Sunday. For WWE. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And as always, have a good day, everybody.
Bye.